All right. Hey, everybody. Hello and welcome. It's Monday. It is November 3rd, 2025. Now it's 1:02 Central Time. Every Monday, we get together for the Indoor Farmer. This is episode 100, or I'm sorry, 209. 209. Just over the 4-year mark on my original show. We'll talk about it for a few minutes when we get back here after the intro. We're about to play a little intro to get the party started and get the notifications out to people. If you're catching this, you will probably watching the replay. If you do check out the replay, let us know what you think. Comment under the post, comment, and let us know. Let's go. Everybody's got to eat, so let's talk about it in about 4 minutes. We'll be right back. Let's grow.
In a cold, lazy corner of the city, where the wildfire's strong and bright, lives a man named Waylon, with his green thumb at his might. He's not your typical farmer, no fields, no barn, no plow. His farm's indoors, his harvest shared on the airwaves now. Waylon the indoor farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. On Sunday, games are rolling, at 5:30 they start. The Indoor Farmers Game Night, where laughter plays a part. Monday brings his story, how he learned to farm and grow. The Indoor Farmer shares his journey, making it a show. With every episode, a chapter of his life, teaching us to live more green, reducing all our strife. Waylon the indoor farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. Tuesdays for the reviews of people, places, things. Waylon's got the scoop, from artisans to local wings. Wednesday we grow Wednesday, where the mind expands, discussing food and farming with experts from the lands. He's not just growing plants, but communities as well. Through his microphone he casts a spell. Thursday, people in the boxes, where stories intertwine, with guests from all walks sharing what they've seen. Each podcast is a seed planted in our mind. Waylon's cultivation of culture and of kind. Waylon the indoor farmer, with this podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. So if you're feeling lonely or need a touch of green, tune into Waylon's podcast, where the urban farms the sea. He's not just farming indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the indoor farmer, connecting all the dots. He's not just growing indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the indoor farmer, connecting all the dots. In a cold, lazy corner of the city, where the wildfire's strong and bright, lives a man.
All right, we're back. We're back. It's Monday. Hello, everybody. Bring it in. Bring it in. 209 episodes of The Indoor Farmer, and this is Monday, November 3rd, 2025. 107 now Central Time. We're going to get into it. For some reason, though, I can't click on the Facebook has changed something. Can't, I can't actually click to watch the show. It turned. We're sitting in a reel right now. Why is that? Hmm. Hmm. Very strange. I don't know how to fix it. Can't watch comments like that. How about this? There we go. Gotta click the comments. I guess this works. I'm watching myself in a reel, a live reel. Facebook, get it together. Get it together. Well, you know what? They're never gonna. They're never gonna. Anyway, let's get it going, guys. Have some fun and show you what's growing on in the live market. I meant to talk about it last week a little bit, but 208 was last week. 208. This is 209. But that's 4 years. That's 4 full years. Even though I may have taken some days off and skipped a few weeks, so it's definitely more than 4 years. But that's over 4 years now that I've been trying to learn how to grow some of my own food, and that has been successful. I may not be a full-on industrial, well, I guess I wouldn't want to call it, regenerative or full on, what's the term, professional farmer. But I've come a long way. I've come a long way. We can all do it. We can all start somewhere and end up better off than we were if you start learning things that are, required to live. Not just having skills in general, but having skills that have to do with survival. And I don't mean camping or rucksacking across the mountain. Those are extreme survival situations. Although I guess camping maybe not extreme, but you get my drift. Like uh, roughing it kind of camping, away from electricity and things like that. Let me share in this music, and we'll share in the pictures here in just a minute. Hey, Kyle won yesterday. Congrats, Kyle. Of course, we're going to do a number spin, and we'll do a door prize, of course, a little bit later on at the end of the show. If you like to get in on that, hang out, check out the show. Tell me what you think in the comments. We do have to get a number post too, so we'll do that here. In fact, let me make sure. Let's go over to Rumble or to Locals and verify that we have a number post, because maybe I forgot. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Maybe I didn't pin it. Did I not pin it? Here it is, number post for 11/2. This is it. Let's pin it. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that for anybody that couldn't find it. Let me refresh, see if we got it. We do got it. Okay, 11 likes, 10 comments. Interesting. We'll be handing out some numbers here today, and I think I'm going to get started on the wheel that I've been putting off for the giveaway for Level Up Mycology. I haven't been in a big rush on it, but I know some of you are hoping to win, so we'll get that going, get it started later on in the episode today. Margaret gets 2 numbers. She's number 1 this week. She gets two spots on the wheel. Okay, I'll go through this, though, a little bit later. I'll give you guys a chance to get in on it. Get in on it. Get in on it. We all got to help each other somehow. We can't expect to win the lottery. We can't expect our companies to just come down and lift us up by the bootstraps. We got to help each other, and this is about the best thing I can come up with to help people, as I am also trying to build something at the same time. So congrats to the game night winner. Miss Sheena won yesterday. Congratulations, Sheena, and thank you for coming up to play with Miss Rose. We needed more players. If you're not too shy on the camera and maybe you got something to say, maybe you got something to promote, come and play the game with us on Sundays. We won't be playing next week, though. Next week I'm taking the week off. Remember, I will probably be I'll probably be live somewhere, some way, hanging out at some point. But I won't be scheduling shows, and I will be doing a lot of, hopefully, Lord willing, I will be doing a whole lot of other stuff around here. Not just getting ready for the party, but projects I've been putting off in the house here. And that kind of leads us back to the show. I need to get up into this tree and start chopping some of the branches out. That's kind of, it's touching my gutters, touching my house. That's not something I ever really thought of before. You got to make sure the trees aren't invading your space. You know what I mean? I'd love to get that thing cut down, but it's going to be thousands of dollars to get that tree cut down. Oh, I guess before we get to the pictures, let me show you guys a couple things real quick over here. I do still have a bunch of swag from Level Up Seed and Garden Supply. I went to an event over the weekend, and we will be giving away, try to give away the swag pack tomorrow. You get a choice of 3 different shirts. Here's one of them, General Hydroponics. You get 3 different shirt options, and plus the event that I'm doing the review for tomorrow. So all kinds of pictures. I got to be a judge, one of the final judges. They actually had it open to anyone judging for the sort of People's Choice Award, but I was in on the I was in there on the old the final judging. The final judging. All right. Hopefully everybody has a chill week, a chill Monday. It is chilly outside, but that's not what I meant. I meant the chill vibes. There's something else I wanted to show you. Well, here's a hat too, General Hydroponics hat. Pretty cool little hat here. Don't forget, I still have hats and shirts and everything for sale. If you want something, if you want some merch from the Indoor Farmer, and you want to do something for my birthday coming up, the 15th, I'm going to be having a Friendsgiving party. If you want to do something for me, you don't need to send me a gift. You don't, two things that I'm asking for my birthday and Christmas and Hanukkah and every holiday that I can ever ask for anything is for you to sign up on Locals, become a subscriber. You get way more back than you put in. And the other thing would be to buy some of my merch. Just buy a piece of merch if you think you want to do something for my birthday. I'm not begging or anything, but if you want to do something nice for my birthday, just buy some merch. I got boxes on the way that I have new sizes of boxes, so I can ship a lot of different things. Spent like $30 on boxes today, so we're getting there. We're getting there. But here, I got these cups that I'm going to label with the fruit trees. If you read the title, I've got these fruit tree dwarf plant seeds. Shouts out to Elisa May, who gave them to me. I've got orange, I've got cherry, and I've got apple, and then also a lemon. I've got lemon, but I already have a lemon tree, which we're going to show off here in a second. So I don't think I'm going to plant the lemons yet, or at least try to germinate the lemons. The germination attempt. Not now. Okay, what's up, Colin? What's up, Alice and Jess? What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good day. Margaret in the house. If you could hit the like button and maybe tag a friend, I do appreciate it if you do. Tag a few friends that you know come through on my live stream, maybe. Tag some of our usual friends. How about that? Okay, so we're going to pull up some pictures here. We're going to get to it. We got a bunch of them. I did post this picture on Facebook, but I'm going to show it off anyway. Birthday's the 17th. Oh, nice. Jess, we got similar birthday days. 2 days apart. Very cool. So this is a purple kohlrabi that I harvested last week. I still have most of it. I put a whole bunch of it into a stew. I need to make more stew. Just need to have a running stew every week throughout the winter time. I feel like that's going to be the plan. Or maybe like a slow cooking, with some kind of meat, So it was probably the biggest one I've had, the biggest one I've grown as well. And this thing is huge. I had to, what I do is I take a carrot peeler and peel off the whole purple outside. I didn't do it to the whole thing. I just cut this bad boy in half, and not even in half, like a third, or maybe a little more than a third. And I didn't even use that whole piece. I just had so much. I also put a bunch of the leaves in the stew. The kohlrabi leaves are edible. Chop it all up, Get it in there. Get it in there. Hey, thanks, Alice. Hashtag WTIF. What's up, Dan and Rose in the house? Yeah, I got a bunch of the leaves still, and I got a lot of kohlrabi left. I wonder what else I could do with it. I wonder if it would be good in a salad, or possibly like you want to shred it in a salad, like shredded cheese maybe, or maybe cut like I could cut like not long, cut like discs of it and put it on a sandwich. What do you guys think? I could put it on a sandwich pretty easy. Good afternoon, Rose. Yeah, a lot of things I could probably do with it, but right now I'm just it's just in the fridge. Hey, that's my thumbnail I used. Mr. Sprout is in trouble again today. This kid, I swear, he's outside most of the day, and he still wants to potty indoors still. I hear chihuahuas are hard-headed like that. But this is a picture from tomorrow's event, or well, from the event over the weekend that I'm going to be reviewing tomorrow on the show. So if you want to see the rest of that, tomorrow will be the time. All right, so digging a little hole here on the sort of the high end of the table. It's not a whole lot higher than the other end, but it is supposed to be the higher end. I might want to raise it up even more, but that's okay. And I got a bunch of compost to throw in here. Now you can see there's a whole bunch of like sticks, I guess, and pieces of wood and pieces of plant that are in there on the top of the soil. As you can see, I got a bunch of strawberries that went bad. They don't look very appetizing, so we're tossing them in there. We're gonna toss them in. I mean, there might even, some of that's edible still, right? But to me, it is still valuable in there for the worms. I imagine making my worms all happy, throwing them a bone, throwing them some good stuff. Here's a bunch of the kohlrabi trimmings. I think there's a piece of pineapple in there too. But yeah, like I just imagine making the worms all happy. They're like, oh shit, we got strawberry, we got blueberries. I'm tired of eating sticks. I just got to imagine that's something that the worms enjoy. That nice fresh fruit, not fresh, but a nice decaying, fruit. So here's what I'm thinking though. I want to get a sifter maybe, or some kind of a strainer might do the trick to where I can, okay, back up a little bit. I've been adding food in this corner for a little while under the soil, burying the food, and so therefore I'm going to have to wait a little bit before I do what I'm about to say. Wait a little while to make sure all the food that I've been putting in there is, not necessarily decomposed all the way, but at least most of the way. Dried up at least, and kind of like these dead sticks and stuff that are on the top. But what I want to do is get some kind of a sifting method to dig up a bunch of the soil, put it in through the sifter, and sift out all of the big chunks of plant matter, the sticks and leaves and all of that stuff, and just to be able to concentrate the good soil that's in there. Like what I want to do is be able to have like a second bucket, and I start shoveling this soil into that bucket, but put the strainer on the top to where you put the soil into the strainer, shake it around until you end up with just the good, rich soil underneath, and you can put all of the food scraps back into the table for the worms. What up, Macy Buds in the house? So I tell you what, guys, Macy Buds, you triggered it. We're gonna have a little smoke here. Let's see. A bunch of you already been doing it. Let's see the hashtag. Well, you know what? I like my hashtag. But maybe we should do a different hashtag. Maybe we should do hashtag everybody's got to eat. You know, everybody's got to eat. Maybe I should just sit over here talking while I tag people. I'll just tag nonstop. Let's see. How about this? Just do any hashtags. WTIF, hashtag ladies of WTIF, hashtag we all gotta eat. You know, everybody's gotta eat. Whatever you want. I'm hoping that Mr. Chris Plummer's doing all right. He said he had to spend some time in the hospital today. Let's just tag and tag and tag again. There's one. Just gonna keep tagging whoever I can think of for a second. Oh, if we get a couple friends to pop in and say hi, that's great. Alright, let's hit it. Cheers, Macy. There's the entirety of the table. It's getting a lot more light on the high end with my new light. It still needs a little bit more light over there. On the right side, I guess I should say. On the right side over here above the potato bin, I need some more light. I gotta find a way to hang it over that without, because I don't have a stud to go into. No stud. I can't just stand at the top at the ceiling there and be the stud. You know, I gotta have another. I have to have a second stud, not just me. Gotta have a second one in there. Cheers, Rose. Start to get to know your fellow farmers, your friends that grow, your friends that have gardens, your friends that have chickens, and maybe be a little less dependent on the state. Now, trust me, a lot of us will still need plenty of, what do you call it, programs and other assistance, but if we could all get under our own or on our own 2 feet when it comes to food, the world would look like a lot better place. And what I mean by that is neighbors sharing with neighbors, growing some abundance a little bit. Maybe your neighbor only grows tomatoes, and maybe you only grow, you know, asparagus or something, and you can trade. Think about these homesteaders and these people up in remote areas. I don't know if you've ever seen the show Gold Rush, or no, what is it? It's in Alaska. It's not Gold Rush, Alaska. I like that one too. But there's another show called. It's about this family of homesteaders that's been there like 3 generations or something like that, and they talk about having to trade some meat in midwinter with their neighbors, you know, because they're getting tired of bear meat or whatever they're eating, and we just don't do that anymore. The whole borrow a cup of sugar thing, that's just not. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm being too cynical. Like, a lot of people do know their neighbors. A lot of people talk to their neighbors. I talk to my neighbors, you know. I thought about this recently, but I've never invited my neighbors over for dinner, and I think I should. Kayla, how are you doing? What am I up to? We talking about, you know, trying to survive in these times of uncertainty. And I've been on this. I've been thinking about this since 2008. You know, the housing collapse. Macy says, "I'm here cleaning and listening." Okay, I hope you're having a good day too, Macy. What are you cleaning? You at work right now? Bartering times again. What we need. Alice, I mean, a lot of the world never stopped the bartering thing, and you know, there's a lot of Americans that still barter. Obviously, that's what the black market is. You know, that's what the gray market is. That's what it means to have the cottage law in your state, where you're allowed to produce things on a small scale and not get a bunch of penalties for it. You know, somebody let me know if the music is okay. It's not too loud, is it? It's a little bit loud on my side, but I don't think it's actually too loud for you guys. Anyway, back to this whole discussion. Like, I definitely feel like I am behind the time, behind on this vision that I have, this goal. Uh, I feel like I should have been doing this years ago. I should have been farther along. It's a whole anxiety of like feeling like you should be farther along in whatever it is that you're doing, and I feel like, man, I might be too late, But at the same time, if I had to, let's just paint a hypothetical scenario. If Waylon Maccabee, if Waylon the Indoor Farmer, if I had to go off on my own and live in the woods somewhere, I think I could do it. Now, I'd make a lot of mistakes, and I'd probably, struggle way more than, say, an average outdoorsman. But I definitely think I could at least learn how to forage a bit and, start trying to cultivate some of my own, whatever that is. And I'm not saying I'm super confident, but I'm fairly confident I could do that. And so I guess in that respect, I have come, like I said earlier in the show, I've come a long way in this goal that I have. I see a much longer road ahead of me, but I also kind of worry sometimes, like, hey, if you don't get to a certain point before, a certain amount of collapse, we'll say, of the civilized world, and I don't think it's inevitable. I don't think it's a pre-written story. I think we still have time to do all sorts of things. But when it comes back to being more self-sustainable, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter what kind of times we're in. It doesn't matter how good things are. It doesn't matter how bad things are. It is always a good idea for every one of us listening right now, 20 people in the house, to become a little bit more self-sustainable. Period. It will always be good for your soul. It will always be good for people around you, for you to have this pride in doing things yourself. And you know what? We all need help. We all need a hand up. We can't do it all ourselves. There are some people out there who are insane homesteaders that just can do everything, but maybe they still need help on some things, right? They probably don't do a lot of social media. Some do, though. There's some farmers that I see on Facebook and elsewhere that a lot of ex farmers that are posting a lot of what they're doing. Videos of them in the combine, in the tractor, videos of them with all their livestock, and that's awesome. That's definitely, I want to see more of that. I want to be that. I want to get there myself one day. But it's the journey. This is the journey. That's what we're watching. Yeah. Just a little in the music. Okay, good. Took day off today, getting other adjusting done, or adulting done. Gotcha. That makes sense. I'm doing that next week. Hey, Denise. Happy Monday. How are you? Come on in, share it out one time before you go, and I appreciate everybody that stops through. So this is kind of the wide shot, and I've got a lot going on, but what I'm most happy about this week is that I took out the big kohlrabi that we saw earlier, and this is the hole for it, and it cleared out some light for my bull's blood beets, so they won't be kind of dwarfed over here in the shade. I'm excited for those because they taste good. I hope to grow them out and get something out of it. I'm pretty sad though that my 3 radishes that I got from the store, they started growing and then they all died. It's like they maybe just didn't like the amount of sunlight I'm getting in this, because there's 18 hours of light in this room, and that's not good for a lot of these plants. A lot of these cold weather plants, broccoli, onions, are both cold weather plants. I believe radishes probably are, just by way of being uh, uh, what do you call it? Underground root vegetables. Jeez. Then of course I got my house plant. I don't even know what this is, but it seems to be thriving. Thank you, James. Shouts out. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate anyone that can share just to the story, share it to someone's DMs. I don't care. Just share it anywhere. I tell you what, though, before we go on, I gotta remind you guys that we do have the. I've gone like 2 weeks longer than I should have on the Level Up Mycology giveaway, but I just wanna say it one time, just because it's doing my due diligence, if you will. I was supposed to have already spun it, but you know what? It's not going to hurt anything. I don't want to take any much more time, but I am going to try and do it maybe a little bit, get some of it done today. Yeah, $50 value. You get the soil and the I don't know if it's just soil, but you get the grow medium and the food and everything that you need. Let me just repeat, everything that you need to grow them yourself. And it is these are the legal pieces that you will get for growing it. Psilocybin, if you will. The old psilocybin. So don't forget to get in on that. Okay, back to the show. What time is it? Okay, we got a half hour, then we'll do the number spin. Anyway, my mint is looking pretty good, pretty minty. I'm going to have to go over and start watering, because I've been filling up my tank as we speak. It's getting close. It's less than an inch away from being at the level that I require. Yeah, that mint plant wants some more water. I'm not watering it enough, I don't think. Just enough. Look how big some of these onions are getting. Like, some of these are getting pretty thick. I've been eating them. I don't eat them daily, but I do eat them when I can. They're not the greenest either. I think some of that was when I was putting sulfur on some of the plants, which is like a white powder, and I kind of stopped doing that because it seemed to actually stain some of these plants, turn them white. I want to dry these out, so I want to cut them up. I don't know. Okay, I think a little bit later, or I want to look up, maybe ask AI if it has any thoughts on the best ways to dry these onions, because I was thinking of just drying them as a whole, like cut the stalk, or cut the green onion part, lay it down, dry it, and then send it to people, and then they can chop it up or do whatever. Like, I could just fold it in half, and then I don't have to process it any further. I just send you a dried green onion. I don't know. We'll see. Because I want more stuff that I can send you guys as giveaways and as prizes and stuff. I think it'd be fun. The basil, which I still think I have a little bit of basil left. Basil is gone and dead and gone, but I should grow more basil, because that was fun. And it's easy to figure out how to dry and send basil to people. It was pretty easy. Onions, though, I think I could probably do this exact same way, but some people would say to chop them up and then let them dry. I would like to not have to chop them up, in other words. Okay, so now we got the new light in here. We got some new broccoli coming. Look at this. That's a nice little broccoli head there. Broccolin. That's going in the stew. Kohlrabi, the onions, the broccoli, some of the leaves, and now some bull's blood beets, I think, pretty soon. I've been trying to leave them alone. Let them get coming back. We got our aquaponics system, which is very kind of sad looking now, but I've talked about it before. I need to take everything out of it and start rebuilding it. I took some pictures today to show you guys a little bit more of this hodgepodge setup here. So there's two different troughs. They're both wooden. Um, I took out a center insert out of each one. I lined them with plastic pond liner, and the top one has a hole in it with a PVC pipe that the water just goes straight over to the other one. And the top one is only water. It's just a water bed, if you will, a water grow bed, and a float bed, if you will. But this piece of siding I have on top has holes in it, so nothing will be floating, but I do have holes to grow things in just the water. Some things like just water, some things need a medium, like these clay pebbles here. But yeah, it's just a gravity feed system. The one pump takes water up to this back PVC pipe, which also has holes in it. Some plants enjoy the water running over the roots. So I did that, but I find myself with nothing that I don't know of anything that needs to grow up there, for one. For two, I did not hang that thing very well. It's literally like I can swing it. I can push it and the whole pipe swings, which isn't good. Not good at all. And another thing that is an issue with this setup is it's too close to the light. So if I try to grow anything up there, I'd have to keep it very pruned, or, you know, I tried a few things up there. So this one system covers 3 different grow methods of hydroponics or aquaponics, however you want to put it. Diana, hello. How are you today? Come on in. Yeah, it covers 3 different ways to grow things indoors without soil. All 3 without soil. One with clay pebbles, one with the water float, I guess, system, and then the PVC running water system. Pineapple kind of looks a little yellow, doesn't it? Doesn't look like it's its happiest self. At the time when I got this pineapple to root, I did not have another method to grow. I did not have. Well, I mean, I guess I had grow pots and soil if I wanted to do it that way, but I didn't have my grow table done yet. I didn't have the grow bed done yet, so I just had it in here. But I'm wondering if I put it in the grow bed, I might want to look at the root system of a pineapple, because it might need a deeper. Maybe I'll put this in the potato bin. There's no potatoes in there right now. Maybe I'll put it in the potato bin, let it do its thing. I got you back. Yeah, I'm here. I'm probably getting shadow banned, and, you know, people are probably getting glitched out or whatever. But you know what? I appreciate those of you that find me, and those of you that get booted and come back and find me back again. Thanks, Rose. There's something else I was going to say. Oh, well, I guess I should talk about these pepper plants that came back. They're crazy. They still have spider mites here and there, but I keep treating them. So I'm like this never-ending like war going on these plants. They don't ever show up anywhere else. I've sprayed my lemon tree. I've sprayed a few other things just as a preventative, but nothing. I've never seen them anywhere else. Right now, I don't see them today, but I know they're around here somewheres. Another reason to tear this whole system apart, build a new one, take all this stuff outside, you know, just leave it outside. Because spider mites don't really, I mean, okay, I don't want to say something too ignorant here, but I don't think spider mites like it outside very much. They definitely don't like wintertime. So you put this stuff out over wintertime, yeah, I could wash it or, you know, sanitize it, but just the act of putting it outside kills them. Hey Ted, how are you doing, buddy? Yeah, I don't know who's watching me anywhere because the numbers are just lying. They lie. You know what? Chairs, Ted. I'm gonna hit this with you. Some beautiful, beautiful purple bud that I have. I forgot the name of it already, but whoo, it's good stuff. Cheers. Delicious. You know, I didn't make my thing for today. Today's the 3rd. $2.09. Let's go. Slow day today, but hey, it is what it is. Some people aren't into the learning aspect of things, maybe more into the game, although the game wasn't a huge turnout yesterday either. I think a lot of people are getting their last minute outdoor stuff done that they can. Good to see you too, Ted. Facebook tells me you're watching me a lot of times, but I feel like that's your ghost or something. It tells me that Ted is watching, or it tells me it'll say Kayla is watching 100 times. Right now I see at least 3 times on the screen that Jess is watching. It's weird. I think it's from flipping back and forth or whatever. Alright, next. Here's Miss Limone with the cocoon. It's probably just a moth. I don't know what it is, honestly. There was a cocoon on it when it was given to me. She was given to me. And this branch is broken. I don't know how it broke. I know I was kind of pulling on it thinking I could pull the cocoon off, but that cocoon is on there pretty damn good, to be honest. I didn't want to chop it off, but got to get your AC units out of the windows, Alice. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think this is kind of, I don't know. I hate to like sit here and try to pontificate on why I'm not seeing as many numbers. You know, that could be, you can get lost and just worried about be worried about stuff like that. So I appreciate the ones who want to watch the journey, want to see, be inspired. This is not a show that's supposed to be just about what I'm growing. It's about everybody. It's about, I'd love to get out to some more farms and other growers and look at your gardens and take pictures and show those off. I just have been, I get stuck in my house. I do too many things now. I'm doing too many shows. So I did it to myself. I need to take some time. And you know what else? As a side note to that, when I talk to farmers and I ask if I can do a tour of their farm, and they almost always say no because they're not ready for that yet, or they're like, what I mean, like they're not in the right season for it, or they're not. There's something about they're too busy working, and that's, I get that part too for sure. But it's hard. It's hard for me to find a farm to go and review. Like I'd love to go and check out actual professional setups and non-professional setups. You know, my neighbors who have gardens and such. I'm trying to get to their houses and check them out, but it's hard. All right, so this is Limone. She looks all right. She looks happy. I haven't watered her in a little while since I did the transplant. I guess I should go back just a little bit. I should probably water her today a little bit, I guess, from the aquarium. Get a little bit of moisture in there. I need to do some trimming on this plant, though. Looks like there's some spots that kind of died off. I wonder if mice would like a lemon tree. Oh, I also need to find a way to get this off the ground, I think. I do have the smaller risers that's actually in the shot right now in the back. I should get that. I should take that riser. I don't think I have a riser underneath this right now. Good. I came up with a solution mid-show. I love it. I love it. Gotta love it. Let's see, can we do that? Okay. So we should just switch to this for the last second half. I like this shot better too myself. All right. Cheers. Hey Ted, if you want to come up, man, let me know. Come on up and have a smoke. Okay, so it looks like I have a new snail, but that doesn't look. It looks weird. It doesn't look like the snails that I had before. Maybe that's like an adult. Like maybe that's just not a full-grown snail yet. I don't know really, but I have this thing on the side of my aquarium Come to my ranch, Montana. I only have my little garden and orchard, but it's a cattle ranch, so they have cows here too. You know, that would be really fun, Kayla. I do know a few people that have homesteads and ranches and things, and you are one of them. Although it's like 20-hour difference to get over there, but I'll have to make that trip sometime. I'll tell you what, subscribe, guys, subscribe, and if you are subscribed, consider bumping it up to the $5 because you get more, and you can help to support my trips and my travel to these different events, you know, and these big things and these other ways to check out what people are growing, and not just events, but you know, farms and homesteads and stuff like that. I could go visit Grow Fam Homestead or something like that, you know, but I can't be doing that on the budget I got now. To be honest, if I could just say so, I would probably be coming out farther ahead if I didn't even have game night. But then there's a chance that a lot of people that only are around for game night, you know, wouldn't see those folks anymore. So it is what it is. I do love game night. I love playing the games. I love watching people play them out after I create them. I love creating them. But it is a drain. It is a drain. I'm hoping that one day it pays off because a lot of you already know, pretty much everyone who's watching, except for a couple, already know that it's more valuable than it probably should be. Just put it that way. But it is weird because, you know, I need to push more, and then come back to this show. I need to push more for the business, and to get some, you know, local customers, and have a revenue stream from that. You know, I need to have actual business customers and such. So one of the things I want to do, I might do it live, is come over and do a little edit sesh where I create my labeling, which is one thing I'm kind of lacking over on Canva here. Just because I know there are others out there watching, and others out there who are struggling trying to build their own businesses, or some of you that haven't even started but have been, you know, thinking about it. And so I try to show you the ups and downs. A lot of people would say you got to keep all that stuff close to the vest or whatever. Not anymore. Not with AI. I try not to. I use AI when I have to, or for fun sometimes, but I try not to lean on it too much for business type things yet, because I need to know those things first. It's kind of like, it's a little bit like computers versus paperwork. It's always good to know how to do things by hand or on paper before you let the digital, you know, let the digital world take over. And then, so I think that same thing with AI. I think, you know, it's good for me to know how to do the editing, but then maybe I'll go ahead and let AI edit stuff at some point, which I don't do any editing right now. But anyway, I'm rambling, but it is a thought that I have. Like, I'd like to know how the old timers did something. I'd like to know how to hand whatever, do this thing, but then also have the new technology that maybe does it better, faster, and easier. But we got to have the knowledge of the old ways. We got to keep it with us. I think that's an individual journey for each one of us. It can't just be like, okay, we have the new class called Old Knowledge that you have to listen to, or you have to learn from. It can't just be like that. It's got to be, you know, us realizing its value as a whole. So here's some fishy action. It looks terrible in here. I don't really know how to, like, if there's a way for me to clean some of this hard water stuff off everything without hurting the fish. Like, I don't want to mess with it too much. Oh, that's weird that I came back over here. So yeah, I wanted to show the dead branch. I'm just gonna leave it there, I guess, but I think the cocoon is holding that branch on. There's a little spider in there, which is awesome. I saw it, but I didn't get to capture it on the camera. It's a little tiny spider. There's probably more than one, and that's cool. I'm cool with that. I have a bunch of spiders in the lemon tree. Link me, okay? I got you. Well, This is so weird. I can't I can't get to the comment section on the computer anymore. They did something to... Wow, they now the comments are all mixed up too. I'm watching myself live on a reel. It won't convert to a video. Is this button it? Is this it? No, that's not it. Huh. That's so weird. I'm trying to figure it out here, Ted. I'll just go to your DMs, man. So as you see, I'm putting more water in the aquarium with some equilibrium. Well, Facebook is jacked up. That should do it, Ted. That's so crazy. It's got me on most relevant comments, and then I go to all, and I got to scroll down, and I got to click view more comments, like as if the video's over. I wonder if other people are having this similar issue. Yeah, because I don't even see, I see it differently on my phone than I do on the computer. Let's just put it that way. Very weird. Got 2 pieces to show? Okay. Come on through. I'll put the link in the chat anyway, just in case anybody else wants to pop up. We're going to be handing out some numbers here shortly. That is crazy. You switch it to all, and then it goes, puts the comments at the top. There's no way to fix this? This is ridiculous. Now it's not even playing the reel anymore. This is weird. It's very fuzzy too. Man, why is this so fuzzy all the time? There, it cleared up. I thought you got it, Ted. Have you clicked? Okay, when you click the link, do you have the? Okay, let me back up. Do you have the Rumble Studios app on your phone and a login for Rumble? Let me ask you that. It's the old house plant, some kind of succulent, maybe. I'm not seeing any comments now. Let's see. I might get kicked out of the Rumble Creator Program because I messed up. I didn't get my Rumble Premium hours in last week or last month. Sad story. They haven't said anything yet. I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop. Waiting to see what Ted says. Can't get a Rumble. I can't get the access code still. Can't get the L to log in. That's right. Well, we could do you could come up on Facebook Messenger for a few minutes, have a puff, and then go. Tell me anything that you noted from what I've been talking about here. Got a few more pictures of stuff growing indoors. Need to water her again today. A little house plant. I don't want to water the house plant too often. I know that I ran into that. Another picture of the compost area. There's the bull's blood beets. They're so tasty. And here's my top of my light, which came with a fade adjuster, which I didn't really even mess with. I might actually want to adjust the light intensity, because it kind of seems almost, I don't want to say dull, because it's definitely a lot more light than it had. But I think I could turn it up a little bit. I don't want to do it too high. Alright, so here's this is the electrical area of the aquaponics system. And that's where I pump, or I plug the pump in, where I pump the water out to other places. And look at this. This is on both sides. So I got a light back in the day. The light I just replaced off of the grow table. I got it a while back, years ago, and the styrofoam is what's been holding the entire system from leaning towards the wall. Or it's been holding it. Like, I gotta do something soon. And not only does that styrofoam hold it, but there are empty Planters Peanuts jars that have the lid on them so they can stay solid and stuffed in there to hold up the weight of the entire back grow bed, which is all filled with water. This bed back here is just water, and both sides are being held up by these two pieces of wooden fence planks. So they're not even that thick. Look at the thickness difference between these and these. And that whole thing is being held up. I'm actually really excited to grow them. So it's good for joints and need. Oh, okay. Just ordered some bull's blood beets. Oh, nice. Okay. Good for joints, and I need that. I was in gymnastics for the joints are so important for everybody. Anyway, but not only all this, I have another Planters peanut jar behind it, between the wall and it, and it's literally just being held up by the pressure of the entire system. Like, this isn't glued together. The only thing that is put together is there is a piece of plumber's wrap, or whatever you call this, metal tape that has holes in it, which connects these together, and then it connects them to the rest of the system. So it's loosely connected. It is screwed together, but not by a lot. That's insane, you guys. I'm looking at that bitch right now, and it has a bow in it. Like, it has a big, like, I gotta do something soon. Very soon. This is gonna be a disaster soon. Yeah, okay. Can't keep looking at it. Look, this is what is holding up the weight of the entire grow system in the aquaponics setup. So both troughs, both grow troughs, plus the wooden stand, I guess, the scaffolding that it's sitting on, are being held up on both sides by this same type of chair, a metal chair. And it's all dirty in here. I need to clean it. But there's a lot of spiders back there. Like, I don't want to disturb the natural ecosystem that's going on in here. You know? There's this ecosystem of spiders. And, you know, they take care of business, usually. Except for the spider mites. Those bitches are different. Yeah. Pretty insane. Picture of a bunch of the scraps and stuff that I need to gather up, but it kind of dries out, and that actually can attract spider mites, the dried leaves, but I actually haven't seen any over here on this table, knock on wood. Here's the hole that I dug to see, like, if the table's too full of water. I've talked about it before, but I dug it bigger in order to get some of the soil out when I transplanted the lemon tree. But I put this empty paper towel roll in here to illustrate how big it is. Demonstrate, illustrate, either way, to see how big it is. And it's actually a very thin amount of dirt at the bottom of the. I just need to dig it out a little bit again. Okay, we're at the 1 hour. I think we got a couple more pictures. We're just going to go ahead and finish up through it. Yeah, look at this cluster of broccoli. There's like, this is one, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. Just giant broccolin all over the place. It's like broccoli trees. Just chop off bits of broccoli here and there. Just let it keep growing. It's another look at our prize piece of broccoli that's growing. Not only a prize for me, I guess. Your internet's acting up. Yeah, mine might be as well. I see myself go fuzzy on the Facebook all the time. It's annoying. I don't know what the problem is. Boom. Okay, so we got the orange, the apple, the cherry, and the lemon seeds. And we've got our cups full with water from the aquarium. That is not necessarily needed, but I thought a little bit of natural microbes and stuff in there shouldn't hurt it, and might be better than just straight RO water or straight water from the tap. You know, either one of those scenarios have their own problems. So, okay, I think this was the last picture I took. Okay, yeah. So let's go back to me. And Ted, if you're still here, man, call me on Messenger. And we'll have you up on screen for a quick sesh if you want to, brother. Let's see. We do want to get some numbers handed out to everybody. I don't either. I pay a lot of money for my internet not to act up. Yeah, I mean, me too. I have business class internet for this purpose, for my show, and it gets annoying. Margaret Jet, number 1 this week. Let's go. Let's see some smoke emojis, some hashtags. Let's see it. Chris Plummer, number 2. See some. See the storm of likes on the Facebook. Diane, number 3. Perry Wood, number 4. Let's go. Let's go. If I can get 4 unique hashtag WTIFs by the time I get the numbers handed out, I'll do another bong toke before we get the number spin going. Ronaldo, number 5. Let's go. Nobody, number 6. Oh yeah, I still have some prizes to get taken care of from game night too. I'll probably have to try and maybe squeeze that in here. Chuck, all right, Chuck is number 7. Let's go. Okay, Jess, you're number 8. Joe Orzel, number 9. Alice, number 10. Double digits. And we got Rose, number 11. That's it. Last week we had almost 20. See if we get some more people throughout the week. Kayla, number 12. Oh. Having a weird ass week, Kayla? Me too. I've been having a weird ass year. All right. Margaret gets 2 spots on the wheel for being the first one to comment. I see Alice and Jess and Rose. Oh, that's only 3. We need one more. What number are you? You are 11, Rose. Did I change the time? No, I didn't. And here we go. The DM of the new pipe and growing barn. Are you selling these, Ted? What's going on? Hey, thanks, Ted. There's the number 4 right there. I've been having a weird ass 15 months, yeah? Yeah. A lot of weird going on, but you know what? It's exciting. We live in the most exciting times. You know, things can be good, things can be bad, but exciting for sure. Interesting as well. Yeah, it'd be really cool if I could find a whole list of different foods that I can just ship you guys, to where we can just make that like all the prizes is just a bunch of food that gets shipped out to people, and then number 1. Well, we got to remove all instances of number 1. She did it. She did it. She got her prize or her win for having 2 spots on the wheel. Number 1, MJ. All right, congrats to MJ. Let me check out this DM from Ted. Pull it up. What did you say, Ted? If you go live on locals later, I will talk to you about it. Okay, I'm down. I was thinking of going there here in a little bit. Ted, let's go. Okay. Glow in the dark. Okay. Oh, look at the pipe. I like her shirt too. But it matches her shirt. That's cool. It's a nice long Gandalf. Oh, that's the maybe wrong direction, is it? Oh, no, that's the right direction. Okay. That's a long Gandalf, guys. You're welcome, Margaret. Thank you for all that you do. That is a long one. So here's the glow in the dark bong in the daytime, or in the light. Okay. Okay. Is this is what you're smoking out of, Ted? Okay, I see it's used. Okay. I thought maybe you were trying to sell it or something. All right, let's head over to Garden Savvy. Do our quick Garden Savvy segment where we post today's thumbnail. And we say hello to the Garden Savviers. Happy Monday, Garden Savviers. That's good enough. We'll just use my hashtag. Oh, make sure I don't forget to use the hashtag. Let's see what everyone else is saying. Pete says, when making soil for a raised bed with the 3-2-1 method, can I use 1 bucket of rich topsoil and 1 of compost for the 2 portion. I have a cubic yard of special garden soil, big yellow bag. It doesn't know the big yellow bag, and I'd like to use it up. I mean, I don't see why not. I'm not going to respond to him, though. Oh, he's the only post since last week. Interesting. Great, how are you doing? Oh, you know what? I appreciate him responding to me. Is there a way to reply? No, can't reply. Doing well. Thanks, John. He's the guy that owns Garden Savvy, or runs it, or owns it, or both. I'm not sure. The creator. We only had the one conversation, so apologies, John, if you check this out later. Comment below if you did, though. I would appreciate it. It would be cool to know that you might check these shows out that I do. Thanks, John. I need to find that code because, guys, you can get $5 off on GardenSavvy.com for a whole year membership through me. I just have to find the code that they gave me. I am live as I type this. I show this community off every week as a segment. Boom. I'm not sure if he knew that or not, so hopefully that means maybe John will pop through. Let's see what else we got. I do need to get to these seeds. It won't take me very long. What is the best way to dry green onions? Let's see what the Garden Savvy Garden AI says. I got to think about dinner tonight too. I have my son, and it's very particular on what we can feed, what I can get him to eat, you know. And the kid needs more meat, but he just doesn't like many meats, you know. And so it's a battle. So I got to think about that. Probably take him to get some of the food from somewhere and make something. All right, what does Garden Savvy have to say? Drying green onions is a great way to preserve them for later use. Here's a simple guide to help you start. 1. Harvest and clean. Begin by harvesting green onions. Rinse them thoroughly under cold water to remove any dirt. Prepare for drying. Pat the onions dry with a clean cloth or paper towel. Trim off any wilted parts. Okay. You can choose to dry the green tops or the white bulb parts, or both. Number 3, chop the onions. Slice the green onions into small pieces. Okay, so it does suggest I do that first. The smaller they are, the quicker they dry. Okay, that makes sense. Choose your drying method. Air drying. Spread the chopped onions on a clean dry paper towel or dry towel or a mesh screen. I do have a drying tower, so I'll probably just use that. Place them in a well-ventilated area away from the direct sunlight. Okay, away from direct sunlight. Stir occasionally to ensure even drying. This could take several days. Oven drying method or dehydrator method. I will probably stick with the air drying method. Oven says preheat oven to its lowest setting. Spread the onions evenly on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Leave the oven door slightly ajar to allow moisture to escape, and check frequently to avoid over drying. I guess that's how you might do cannabis in the oven. The dehydrator. Spread the sliced onions on the dehydrator tray in a single layer. Set your dehydrator to 125 degrees Fahrenheit and let them dry for about 6 to 8 hours or until it's crispy. Okay, number 5, storage. Once completely dry, store the green onions in an airtight container or a glass jar. Keep them in a cool, dark place. Okay. I can do that. That's not too bad. Ain't so bad. Alright. Next, let's go take that down for now. Shouts out to Garden Savvy. You can use the Garden Hortus sketch to map out your garden and gather data and maintain data and all this stuff. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool digital new age kind of gardening, you know? All right, door prize for later. Much love. Got to run. All right, Ted. Have a good one, man. I'm going to get a body brain coffee. It's going to send it to you and hope you will do the review for me. Well, yeah, I mean, listen, if you guys want me to review something, whether it's your product or something else, yeah, that's something I could do. I definitely would do that. If you want to send me something, I'd do the unboxing and review live. Just for the person, or they're just new personal devices. Okay, cool. I see that, Ted. Oh yeah, I didn't hit this yet when I got the hashtags I was looking for. Cheers. I went to the gym today and felt pretty good. Get some exercise, get some stretching in, guys. Get your, just get moving out there. Get some, just while you're watching me, while you're hanging out watching, just stand up, get a little, maybe get the hips involved, you know what I mean? Maybe do a little rotational exercise. Maybe get that neck involved. You know what I'm saying? We can do all that stuff while we're hanging out and consuming content. Hell, I can do it while I'm making content. This is my new dance. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, moving on. What was the next thing? Oh, the seeds. Gotta do these old seed plantings here. Let's do. Wait, first I need to label them. Should have done that before I put water in them, but it is what it is. Apple. And I'll put today's date. 11/3. The next one we'll do cherry. Oh, cherry with an I. Cherry. Today is 11/3. Third one was orange. Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? I could even put the time. Say 2:20. 2:20-ish. I don't have any solo cups, or I'd probably use a solo cup. But you know what? These coffee mugs that I don't ever really use for anything else, they work great for this. Not only because they're opaque and there's no sun or no light can get through them, but because the inside of them is orange, which you can see at the top there. The inside is orange, and that makes any tap roots really pop. It makes them really visible. Okay, let's make sure we put them in the right in the right place. Apples. I'm just gonna do like 3 to start with. Just do 3. Shouts out to Nicole over at Level Up Seed and Garden Supply. I was talking to her about these, and yeah, she's thinking the float method to start with, and if that doesn't seem to get them to pop, then I might put them in a wet moist paper towel. I guess I could ask the garden AI what it thinks. There's the cherries. 3 cherries all floated. One of the apples did not float. One apple did not float. The orange, a couple of these orange seeds are kind of busted open already. I'm going to do 1 busted open and 2 not, and we'll see what happens. And now I need to cover them, which I did not previously consider when I started this segment. I guess I can just tape a piece of paper towel over them. But that's not really gonna block all the light, is it? No, it's not the best plan there. Let's see, another plan. Oh, I got another plan. Right, plan number 2. I'll take this dark tape and just try not to jostle the I don't know if I love that plan either, you guys. I have a plan. I've got a bunch of these paper bags that aren't really good for a whole lot, other than taking up some space in the shipping containers from drizzledab.com. Shouts out. I think we could just take pieces of brown paper and cover each one. We'll just do something like this. Whoa. Whoa, hey-oh. Making a mess. Something like that. In fact, I guess I don't need the tape in that case. I was going to tape them, but we'll just leave them here on the bar, and we'll check them back in a few days. That's right, hashtag DrizzleDab. Anybody have any predictions on which one will pop first, if you will? Alright. Well, I'm going to have to be careful if I have Mr. Sprout come and hang out with me again. Guess I didn't really need to do it all like that, but hey, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Just do that. So they all have a piece of paper towel on. They're all wearing their pieces of paper towel. What can I put over the top of that? Got this incense burner from a friend of mine. Gave it to me. Shouts out to Eddie Money. There we go. Have to be careful not to bump it. if I get them to pop. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet as far as in their own container, or possibly try to grow a small one, like one of them in the bed there, in the grow bed. May not be a great idea long term. Comment below, tell me what you think. It's a struggle to feed him. My daughter would like a hungry, like be like, I'm hungry. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. You tell me. She say, yeah, it is a struggle, because I don't want to just feed him what I know he'll eat, because I want him to broaden his palate, broaden his horizons. And I also know some of the stuff that he will eat is not good stuff. You know what I mean? It's not great stuff. All right, I found myself with half an hour left. Let us get some game night winners taken care of. How about that? Need to do that soon. This other giveaway, although still going on, is probably not as urgent as getting these game night winners taken care of. Dang, Kayla, filled up the box. Going back to Rumble. Thanks, Alice. I appreciate that. Anybody that goes to Rumble, I appreciate that more than you know, because of all of the just rigmarole that I receive from Facebook all the time. The amount of work I have to do on Facebook just to get the same amount or less amount of people watching than I do on Rumble is just insane. It's insane. But that's what you get for the popularity contest, which is social media. That is a popularity contest. Rumble is more about finding people who enjoy your content, enjoy the show. Most of my Facebook followers do not watch this show, which is a sad reality. Very sad reality. If I could get half of my followers to play in game night, that would just be insane. All right, so we're gonna get to the game night winners right now. I did most of it yesterday, except for the shipping. I gotta start doing that. But here we go. Rose with the 34 mongrels genetics. Let me hook you up here with Matthew. I should try and get them on the show sometime as a guest. It would be really cool if we could do that. A lot of people are busy though, and it's hard to nail down guests. So I just haven't been doing that as much lately. But if you want to be my booker, my guest booker, it would be great if somebody wanted to do that. Just messaging people, making sure that they actually want to come on and that they are coming on. Congrats, Rose, on winning the 34 mongrels. Genetics prize on game night. You know what we should do is I should do this part on the other screen, and we should just leave the door prize wheel up, because people will pop in who are like, oh, what's going on here? Is this the door prize? Hold on, let me reshare this real quick. Okay, here's the door prize. So if you're here and you want to be on the wheel, let me know by hitting the hashtag WTIF. Waylon, the indoor farmer. That's episode 209 today. So anybody that wants to be on this wheel, let me know. I'm going to go back over to start back with the prizes here. So we got Rose taken care of. Rose, I gotta send you. You know what? We'll do that right now. Soil food. Jess, Rosebud, I got you won it twice, so you get to use it twice. Rose, here we go. Let me get it. Let me copy and paste it from Miss Sydney. Copy. Okay, Rose. I'll come back and start adding people on the wheel in a second here. If you want to start tagging some people, I'd like to see 10 people in here before we add anyone on the wheel. I see 12 on the Rumble right now. That's awesome. I got to do some ad reads, so I will do one at the end of the show, but I won't subject you guys too early before we're done. Well, we're done with the growing, the gardening part, the growing, the sustainability stuff. If you guys are coming in now, check out the early part of the show. Check it out. Check out any of my shows and let me know what you think in the comments underneath that are the permanent comments, if you will. Okay, Rose, I sent you the code. It's a little bit wonky, but it explains it in the comment. All right, let's go to Margaret. Margaret winning the DrizzleDab.com prize, $25. $25 gift code to DrizzleDab.com. Oops, I typed in MJ to find Margaret. Okay, congrats on winning the DrizzleDab.com prize on game night. Okay, Team 1 is taken care of. Let's see, Miss Sheena needs the Riverview Road Apiary.com prize. Right after I do this one, I think I'm going to start adding you guys on the wheel there. Sheena was our winner yesterday. Congrats again, Sheena. Congrats on winning the Riverview Road Apiary.com prize on game night. Use code thing. Get $15. Okay. Let me just go over here. Hey, Chuck. What is up, my guy? Chuck. Who else wants to be on here? Let's see. We got Jess, Margaret, Chuck, and I'm sure Alice does too. I always do that. I was on Facebook, yeah. Praying for your mom. Yes, Chuck. I don't think I saw anything about it, but if something's going on with mom, definitely prayers out, brother. For all of our friends and family, anyone's going through anything, and especially those of us who have loved ones, we're going through stuff. All right, over on the Facebook, I see Margaret, Jess, Kayla. Anybody else? Joe Orzel, what's up, my guy? Hit the hashtag and we'll put you on the wheel. If you're in here, if you're listening, down to 2 on the Facebook. What happened to my Facebook? I just got booted in the algo or something. But everyone's on the Rumble. I'll take that. That's a win in my book. 15 on the Rumble. I'd love to just walk away from Facebook, to be honest, eventually. At least from like the live streaming of it. But for now, that's where most of my follower base is, even though it doesn't seem like it sometimes. Okay, we're back to the prizes. Back to the prizes. Next, we got Perry Wood with the Master Rochi's Garden. Oh, that is not who I want to click on. Let's see, Perry. Congrats on winning the, what was it? Master Rochi's Garden. .com prize on game night. Use that code. There you go. Done. Margaret also won the Twisted Cannabis prize. Congrats on winning the Twisted Cannabis.com prize on game night. Alright, Margaret, you should have everything except your SunMed card that'll be coming to you. Superior Wreaths and Leaf Cycle both going to Andrew. Mr. Cortez. Congrats on winning the Superior Wreaths and Engraving .bigcartel.com prize. For $10 off. Bum, 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 bum. Let's get excited. Let's get excited. We got a whole week, a whole new month. Do what you can do to better yourself, to better your friends, to better your position in life. Yes, we are waking up from a reality about this whole food stamp crisis, the government shutdown. We're waking up to a reality that we can't rely on others to feed us. We just can't. And maybe, there's varying degrees of it, but I hope people wake up to that a little bit, even if they turn on the spigot again. And here's the issue: is that they make it real hard to get off. They make it real hard to get away from those programs when you get in them, and we all know this. They may incentivize you to stay in them more or less, and you can use them to your benefit, like SNAP benefits. I believe are anywhere you go, the food stamps, SNAP benefits were allowed to be used for seeds and actual plants that are fruiting plants and vegetables, stuff like that are growing, and actually be able to use it that way. Let's see, get Andrew his Leaf Cycle code. Who was last week's Leaf Cycle? Let's see if I can find it. Okay, that's not gonna do it. Congrats on winning the LeafCycle.net on game night. Okay. And then Kyle won the door prize. Okay, cool. Cool. Feels good to be caught up. At least for some things. I've got plenty more to catch up on. Alright. Am I not live on Facebook anymore or what? What's going on here? Facebook like dethrottled me like huge. Hey Betty. Betty, I'll put you on here. Okay. I live in a mobile home park. Can't have a garden here. What? Well, you could put you could have like a little trough hanging off the side of your mobile home, couldn't you? To grow a few things, some herbs. You could grow some herbs if that's not possible. You definitely could indoors in a very small scale, like a little cup on your windowsill next to the sink. You could be growing some green onions. My mom does that. Got green onions growing out of a cup of water and uses them like that. I mean, there's got to be some ways, and that's messed up. I mean, I think there should be a way to maybe get your neighbors together and petition the trailer park to change the rules, or to maybe present them with your own ideas on like regulation of it. You know, it can only be this size, and it has to be this far away from this and this. And, you know, like if you thought of it that way, maybe you could change their minds. I don't know, Alice, but that is pretty messed up. I feel like that is. Andrew was my 420th member. What? To join me on MJ's yesterday. Won himself a pack of cookies and triggered my giveaway. So I will be letting you know how many tickets I end up giving away on Friday. Holy cow, you guys. Look at that. That is huge, Margaret. You've been trying to get that for a while. And not only just to get that many people, not just to get the number, but to get 420 like-minded individuals who are connected with other friends in the community that know each other, that have a bond in other ways, not just some random ass fool off the street. You know, you got to be cool if you want to. Oh, never mind. But yeah, you got to be like-minded at to say the least. But that's awesome. Congratulations to MJ for making her goal. 5-gallon bucket on my back porch. Oh, nice. Yeah, that would work if you have a porch. You could put something in the back. Build something off the railing, you know, like a little trough that goes off the railing. Huh. Interesting. Somebody trying to get me involved in some drama. None of my business. We don't do drama here. We do inspiration, motivation, and maybe a little bit of humor and entertainment. Seems like it's been forever. Margaret's been trying. Yeah, it's been a while, but you know what? I think it's been... how do I put it? It's been like a very meticulous effort to get people in there that are the right kind of people. You know, not just stoners, not just cannabis enthusiasts, but people who are good people, you know. Still sending me messages. I am busy right now. Well, now see, okay. I'm not going to talk about it. Don't send me your drama if you don't want me to just to put it on screen. All right, let's get this wheel. Actually, you know what? We could start messing around with this wheel. So definitely Josh is going to get a spot. I got to look at who's shared it. I asked for a very specific type of share too. I'm not sure who all did. Okay, here we go. I'll be able to see it this way. If you shared and tagged somebody, that means I know that it was shared in the feed, in the news feed. Okay. So all of these people get an extra spot. If you shared multiple times, I'm only given one spot. Alice, subscriber, thank you for the opportunity. Alice, I think you found the right post, but that was a comment on Denise's post. Yeah, you found the right post. There we go. Quite a few people who shared it. I don't know if I should put up, let's see, open a third wheel. Well, we know Alice is on it. Alice gets 3 spots. 1 for sharing, 1 for doing following the rules in the first place on the post, and then 1 for being a subscriber. 3 spots right there. We got here. Make sure you follow the other rules. Yeah. I don't know if this guy did the other things. I should start with the rest of it here. Okay, so we'll start with Josh White, Margaret Jett, Alexandria. MJ at least gets 2 that I know of right off the bat. Denise. Did I spell that right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Denise, Kim Marston. Kim definitely gets 2 spots. She said shared and tagged you. Well, we'll believe her. She's a subscriber. I'll find it in a minute. 3 spots for Kim. Let's see. Chris. So Chris gets 2 spots. You only share. You only. Oh, there's the third person. Okay. Oh, nice, Jess. That's pretty cool. Oh, let me get back to the Facebook comments. What's up, Dominic? Betty, we need to get you to try out the Rumble sometime. Estevan. How do I spell the last name? Irizarry. There it is. Jess. No mushies for me. But you get to win them anyway. Brenda. Brenda. Brenda V gets 2 spots. At least I will add everybody who shared it in a minute. Diane. Where's Diane at today? Try to do all the steps. Oh, hey Brenda. Hey Joe. Yeah, you got them all. I'm sure. I didn't see the share yet, but some people's shares are on are hidden. It's a settings thing. Bubba Cobb. Okay. What's up, Bubba? By the way, I will check whoever wins to see if they're following all 3. If they didn't follow already, then I don't think they would probably end up following if I told them to. So it's going to immediately be disqualification. I'm subscribed. No, you're not subscribed, Brandon's. Yeah, Brandon tried to get me with how YouTube calls them subscriptions when you just follow somebody, but no, sorry, buddy, I can't do that. Brandon's? Brandon's what? Brandon's painting. Brandon's painting. It looks like a page or something, not a profile. Adam Burchett. Adam Burchett. 1 T or 2? 2 T's, okay. Diana. Is that everybody? I wish it would just start off on all comments, please. Just start off in order, all comments. Just do it like that. Nobody's soliciting on this yet. Okay, cool. There's Sheena and Sarah. A few that I didn't see before. Sarah Jane. And Sheena. Sheena gets 2 spots for being subscribed. We got Kim, we got Bubba, we got Diane, Brandon, Adam, Diana, and this Jerry. Okay. Jerry Rod what? It wasn't Rigas, it was Rodder Cruz? Rodder Cruz? Alright, let me check shares real quick. No, I'm not going to share it again, but I will. No, I'm clicking the wrong button, aren't I? Here we go. So we got Alice already. So we need Jess. Let's look at this one. Okay. Anybody that did not comment with 3 tags is not getting on the wheel. The sharing was an additional thing. Jess, Sarah, Jane. Who else did I see? Alice. We got Alice already. Sarah Jane. Chris will get a 3rd spot. Denise. Margaret. Betty, I didn't see you on the post. Got to set to all comments. Unless you replied to somebody and did it, but that's not a regular comment. That's a reply to somebody. If you're still here, Betty, I'm not going to spin the wheel right now, but let me know if you went in and fixed it. So Jerry did it, Adam did it. Let's see. Jerry, what? Rod or Cruz, and one other that I saw. Adam Burchett. Is there a C post may not? Some posts may not appear because of privacy settings. Well, I did what I could on that one. Sorry if anybody doesn't get an extra spot. I think I got them all. Let's see if Betty. I thought I did. Brenda, you did. You're on there. Oh, you thought you shared it? You might have shared it, but it doesn't show you on the list. Some people have privacy settings that will restrict me from seeing that, which that's why I didn't make it a main requirement to get a single spot, but an additional spot. But yeah, I don't see it. If you want to share it again and tag me, I should see the tag. I did put you on there twice, though, from the other things that you did. She's legally blind. She shared off my post. Oh, Betty? Oh, okay. You're not there to help her, Alice. Okay, that's okay. I didn't know all of that. So she shared it from yours, but she didn't comment on here. Are you still here, Betty? I'm okay. I don't know. Sis isn't here to look. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put Betty on the wheel with the good faith. But first of all, Betty's one of the more kind of recent, but one of the viewers that I see quite often. So, you know, there's that. But then, you know, Alice is a subscriber, and she vouches here. We're just gonna put Betty on the. We'll just put you on the one time, Betty. But if well, I guess you did share it. What am I saying? I'll put you on there twice. Thank you, Betty. Appreciate it. So I don't know if I want to spin it right this minute. I guess I could. Let's see if Brenda is finding her way over there. Yeah, it's okay. At least I'm on there. Yeah, you're on there twice. You already know. Yeah, it says. Maybe I should have went through here and hit the like button. It might have stirred it up in the algorithm a little bit more. I don't know. Let's do that real quick. Oh, I'm not trying to message people. Oops, I'm not trying to do that either. Okay, can I get away from that? All right. This guy, he's like, look, I took a picture of me following you on YouTube. it says subscriber. I should get the subscriber badge. All right, that's it. I think we're gonna spin it real quick. We're gonna spin it. If anybody's here that hasn't gotten on the door prize yet, let me know. But we'll spin that after this. This is the Level Up Mycology giveaway. And actually, you know what we should do? We should change the wheel. Change that wheel to Level Up Mycology. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Boom. That's enough. Let's go. Got a lot done today. That's good. That's a good thing. Feel accomplished. Got a lot more to do, though. I can't wait to take a week off because I'm going to work harder that week than I work in a normal week, I think. I'm planning. I'm hoping. I should actually plan. Like actually set up an outline as to what I want to tackle first, second, third. I'm actually going to need to call. I should do that this week. I need to get some people with a little more expertise in here on a couple things. But yeah, I should get that going soon. I need some electrical work done. Had a tooth root cut out this afternoon. Oh wow. The numbness is wearing off. Oh, Alice, I'm sorry. I hope it's not so bad now that they let it stay numb for a little while. Margaret, look at that. Margaret is winning, and it's karma. She plans to give back so much, and that's what karma does. Margaret, are you still here, hon? Oh, Snow. Oh, Dominic, you talking about Snow already, my guy? Oh, my guy. We'll give Margaret a second while I hit this bong. Hey, she's there. Yep, she won a double win today. A double win. That's at least 2 wins. Margaret, you didn't have to be here for this one, but that's awesome. I forgot for a second that we were spinning the mycology giveaway. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Let's go. That's cool. Very cool. I just wrote down you as the door prize winner, but I need to fix this. Level up mycology. MJ. Awesome. Very cool. I may end up doing more of these. But it seemed like it didn't get as much traction as the first one, so they might just not be worth it after a couple. I might do one more and just like do it like a month at a time and just talk about it here and there. Okay, if you haven't got on the door prize wheel, you can do it on the Rumble side and on the Facebook side. Betty, I got you on there. Dominic isn't worried about it. Brenda, I don't think I got Brenda on there. Brenda. Hell yeah, Margaret, that's sweet. Gonna grow them out and come give some away. On one of your shows. Grow what out? I'm missing something there, Margaret. I might have I'm missing something there. Growing one out. Like what? Let me. Oh, I see. Never mind. Grow them out. I'm caught up. Now. Don't worry. That's cool. Yeah. Like try to take a little. You know what's really cool. People like is the time lapse video, which you'd have to dedicate a whole camera to do, which isn't always possible, but it could be fun. Garlic, yeah, it must be. Yeah, that's the garlic. Got me with that one. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Margaret. I'm glad it's not. No offense to that Brandon dude, but I'm glad it's not some guy that was trying to weasel his way into extra spots without doing the work. Like, ah, this Brandon's painting guy got it. Oh, no. Hell yeah, hashtag ladies of WTIF. Let's do the spin. Remember, you got to be here to win. Hope Chuck, I hope you're still here, bro. And who else is on this that's not female? I think you're it. I think, Chuck, you were the only male that was on the wheel, except Dominic is here, but not on the wheel. I should have made that a special event, a special live stream just to try and get extra views, but you know what? I'm not so worried about it. I'm doing pretty good on my Rumble creator program. If you're not following me on Rumble, please do. Let's try to, maybe, you know what? We should do a big giveaway. Oh my god, the triple, the fucking, what is it called? What's it called? Oh my god, Margaret. Still here, Chuck? Awesome. Awesome. Wow. Wow. The hat trick. The hat trick. That's what you pulled off just now. Just pulled off the triple threat, the hat trick. Oh my god. Margaret, you need to go get a lottery ticket or something today. Wow. Wow. So Jess said it preemptively before it happened. If you go win the door prize, get a lottery ticket. That is crazy. Give that ticket to Betty. I mean, okay. It's still crazy that you won all 3 wheels on a freaking roll. That's for sure. Yes. Well, Betty, would you like a chance to win some prizes in game night next week? Margaret's starting to feel guilty that she won so much. She wants to give one away. We could put Betty right here on it. Just make sure that you're here to watch, Betty. It's not going to be next week. It's going to be the week after. I'm sure Alice will explain it. But yeah, I got you written down. Wow. That is that's a hell of a start to the week. Tomorrow's review is going to be on the Level Up Seed and Garden Supply Harvest Fest, and I'll be showing off their shop. I've shown it off before, but we'll show you what the products they have and stuff. But mostly just kind of a vibe about with the party. A lot of people there. There's some raffles being given away. There was some live music that we're going to be showing you. There was a bunch of food, a bunch of free food. Even Mr. Sproutington got a little piece of brisket. You know what I mean? And some pulled pork. I gave him some barbecue, and the man gave him some brisket. Yeah, he got spoiled at the event. So we're going to be showing that off tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 4th. Jeez, not 14th, the 4th, 2025. Hey, and so far so good. We're not, we're all still here. If we got the holiday coming up, so don't stress too much over all the all the trappings of all the costs and everything of all the holiday stuff. I didn't even decorate for Halloween. My son had a blast. He went and got his candy, which isn't really a great thing, but they still have fun to go do it. And he got to wear his costume. Had fun. So just think about that. And another thing I want to point out is I do want to put up a post with a bunch of kids' clothes that I have. I've got some coats. I've got some winter and summer clothes, some shoes, some toys. I've got a high chair. Multiple people have told me a couple of different times where they were planning to come and get it. I'm coming and get it. You know what? I'm not going to track those people down. I'm not going to bug them. And some of them are family. I'm not going to keep bugging you. Come and get it. Come and get it. No. I'm going to post about it again. And any families in need this winter that are within a reasonable distance, because you're not going to want to pay the shipping on something like that, can come and get their kids some clothes. It's going to be ranging in sizes and stuff, and no offense to anyone who's interested, but I'm not going to separate all that stuff out. It is clean. It's a lot of good stuff in there, so it's worth a shot. Try to give it away. I want it gone. I want it out of my house. I need to go through my son's current clothing and find the stuff that doesn't quite fit great, stuff just under the fitting, and add that to the pile, and then I'm going to give it all away. One last thing before we go over to locals. We do have some Kill Tony to watch from last week still, and then there'll be a new one tonight, so shouts out. Oh, that's weird. Everything is so low, but that's okay because we just have to do it anyway. We're going to read about Perplexity on Rumble Premium. Evidently, we get access to Perplexity, huh? Is that true? Get the Perplexity Pro bundle with Rumble Premium today. Okay, so it's a new bundle with a Rumble Premium Pro, or it's a Pro bundle inside Rumble Premium, I should say. Looking for smarter ways to browse and enjoy your favorite content without ads? Get the Perplexity Pro bundle with Rumble Premium for just $19.99 a month when you sign up before December 31st, normally a $29.99 value. With Rumble Premium, you'll get an ad-free viewing experience across all your devices and access to exclusive premium content. No interruptions, just the videos and streams you love anytime, anywhere. Plus, Perplexity Pro boosts your productivity with unlimited research, unlimited uploads, exclusive member perks, and access to the latest and most advanced AI models for faster, smarter answers every day. Save over 30% on this powerful bundle. Head to rumble.com/premium before December 31st to sign up and unlock your premium experience. All right, cool. One down. I got to read at least 5 of those a month. I got 20 cents for that one. Thanks, Perplexity. Rumble Premium. Appreciate it. All right, I'll save the bong tokes. Well, I'll do one more with you guys. If you could, I know I ask for it a lot, but I really love seeing that hashtag WTIF in the comments. One more bong toke. We're gonna head over to locals.com at theindoorfarmer.locals.com. Go and subscribe. It's a nice private little location away from all the hustle and bustle of the social medias. Cheers. All right, that's it for me, guys. Thanks again. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. And follow the channel. Go check out my other channels on Rumble. They all go live from this spot that you're watching me from now. But then I shuffle them out to their own channel so they have a playlist of just this show or just game night or just the reviews. It's all separated out. I'll shut off the tunes here. All right, peace out, guys. Remember, everybody's got to eat.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wailing the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Waylon the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro set up, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Waylon's